All right. How's it going, everyone? It's your guy Chris, and I am back with another video. And I wanted to start a new series on the channel, one that kind of forces me to stretch myself in a way that I do want to eventually stretch myself in, which is 3D art and all of what that entails, which is animation, sculpting. I really am not interested in rigging. I'm gonna be honest with you, but um, it's if it's something I gotta learn, to do my own thing 100%, then I will learn how to do it. But I want to sort of start this series to show how a 2D artist can sort of grow into a 3D artist. Like I want to start tracking my progression into that since I realize that I'm starting to become a 3D artist as well. Now I am by no means good at 3D art. I think I can make very passable things right now. Like I'd say I'm not. I would say I'm like on the cusp of being like an intermediate 3D artist, right? Let me go ahead and pause this for a second. But I'm not there yet, right? And I want to sort of have this be like a log of some sort, or like a journal almost, where I'm showing you guys what I'm trying to do. It'll probably be weekly, so I can show you guys my new things that I've been working on, the 30-minute scopes, school projects I've been working on that I can show, and then stuff I can't. But the stuff that I can't show, I'll show. And it's mainly going to be sculptures, honestly, because I'm really into 3D sculpting. So I'm not going to hold you guys too much longer. I know you guys are here for the 3D stuff that I've been working on. So I'm going to go over here, and I'll probably have like my images that I'm looking at. They're on my Discord. Like I'm looking at my Discord, but I don't want to show like my actual screen and video. So post editing Chris would know what to do here. But basically, I'm just going to go through all of the sculptures that I've sort of done, and then I'm going to go through the extracurricular 3D stuff that now I don't want. That's not that good, but it's stuff that I've done nonetheless. So let me scroll to it really quick. And yeah, so I want to show you guys, like, I would love to, actually, I'll use this time right here to show you guys my very, very old 3D sculptures that were like from earlier this year when I really got started into it. And I'll probably use this time to sort of just show like a little slideshow of them. But yeah, basically, I started out with 3D sculpting a little bit in the spring. That was when I really decided, like, okay, yeah, if I want to go to the next level, sort of set myself apart, I need to learn 3D and whatever that entails. I need to learn because I need to like set myself apart from my peers. And that's not me being like pretentious or anything. Like I'm not anything special. I just want to learn this skill. And I also found sculpting to be very enjoyable, so I've been doing that. So you'll see like some very probably garbage sculptures. I remember that first week, that spring break that I just took off to do nothing but sculpting. I sculpted like maybe 10 faces in total. Some of them I don't have anymore because they're just terrible. Is that a Discord? Whatever. Anyways, yeah, so it's just one of those things where it's like they were just bad, but it is what it is though. Like you get better, so that was one of those things. So now we're gonna go over to some of my recent stuff, and from here on I'll probably just save them as PNGs so I can like just show you guys weekly what it is. But this first one here is going to be damn, I really do not like that Discord sound, but for the next video it won't be there. So this is actually a chibi version of a game character I was developing, or I am technically developing, but we're gonna probably have to redesign them. But I'm not sure yet. But either way, it was like a full body sculpt. It was one of those things where it's like I was looking at a lot of small robot studio videos, a lot of Nomad Sculpt tutorial videos to just really get the body down. And then eventually just so all kind of clicked. I was able to sort of build primitives on top of each other, then remesh, merge everything, and then smooth it out. And then I was able to, come up with something that looks like a human, right? I mean, humanoid. I did want his size to be a lot smaller, almost like a chibi, so that's why his proportions are off. But that's kind of what I have to say about that one. This is a bust of the main character's face. I'll probably show a side-by-side image of him. But again, it was one of those things where I just was like, okay, I want to learn how to like sculpt his face. I didn't go heavy on the reference. That's why it's a little bit more semi-realistic, I'd say. But it's it's a sculpt. It's not my favorite or anything. I definitely deleted it after I saved the pictures. But good practice, good practice. Let's see here. So this is a character I was creating for a story I had in my head when I was talking to one of my coworkers. And I'm not gonna get into the story idea, but basically this is that guy. Actually, on my music page, I posted a small video, posted a small video. I made a song that was dedicated to that story that I just never. I haven't started development on that yet, but this is essentially the main character for that character that's representing that song on my Tumani page. So if you're linked in over there with my stuff, then you know what this is. But or well, you know now, you know now what this is. But yeah, this sculpt I was definitely going for a more anime feel, but it still is very creepy looking, and that's just because the hair is just really bad. I'm still getting used to like making hair in 3D. Like that's just still such a foreign concept for me. But trial and error. Eventually, I got better, as you'll see with this kin sculpture. So this kin sculpture, I'm really proud of the hair, even though it's not the best. But the hair was one of the hardest parts for me. Just getting it to like look like it was hair is already hard, and it looks like it's vanilla ice cream, right? But when you're sculpting, at least to my knowledge, it's all gonna look like you have to start with like big clumps and then sort of kind of mold your way down into like the thinner strands. But I'm no extra. I'm like barely an intermediate, man. So it's like this is what it is right now, man. But yeah, this is kind of my process for kin. This is actually one I did after I did the Ryu one, and I'll go ahead and show the first Ryu sculpture without the headband. The hair for me was actually really fun. This is actually done in ZBrush. The other previous sculptures were done in Nomad Sculpt. But yeah, I really liked how I got the definition on his face. The proportions look about right. I was using heavy reference for this, so I think it turned out pretty well. And then we saw I got the headband in there. It looked really nice. This is probably my favorite sculpture out of all of the ones I've made so far. I love ZBrush. Whenever I get my hands on a Cintiq, I'm definitely getting ZBrush as well. But right now, I got to stick with Nomad Sculpt. And Nomad Sculpt is really nice. I recommend it for anyone who's on iPads because it is definitely it holds its value very well. Now, this sculpt right here is very ugly. You'd think I got worse, but honestly, I was just going really fast. And I was also laying down. So it's one of those things where it's like, okay, it's just not going to look that good because I'm really not, dedicating too much time to it. So it kind of just is what it is on that. And then this last one I have today for the sculptures is this torso that I did this morning. It was a 30-minute practice before work. I actually like how this one turned out, for 30 minutes. I don't think it looks bad. Obviously, I got to work on my anatomy a little bit more, but overall, like I think these are pretty good starts. And if I do this every day, I know I'm going to get really, at least a good solid foundation. And the reason why I'm doing this one is because I want to I'm on a game development team for my final senior design project for college. And one of the main things I want to do is improve my character modeling skills. Like that was one thing I was super duper scared of, but it's like now I want to like kind of jump head first into that I don't want to call it department because like we're all 3D modelers, but like that I just want to jump head first into that field because that is the eventual goal of this whole 3D art thing is to get my characters into 3D models, maybe even throw them into like a game or Unreal template or something like that and just run around with them and just be like, hey yo, let's go, my OCs in 3D space. That'd be insane. But that's kind of the reason why I'm doing all of this. So now we're gonna hop over to Maya. And this is actually an animation that I was working on before I had the idea to just record what I'm doing here. And again, I got this rig off of, hide the screen for just a second, post-editing Chris. This website, rustyanimator.com/freemaya-rigs. Zoom in on that, Chris. But yeah, that's where I got the rig from. And basically what I was doing is I was animating a walk cycle just to like get the basics down. And again, I don't have the basics down. Like this isn't good, but it's one of those things where it's like I'm getting better every day. I was doing a little bit of animating yesterday, but I messed up and went with a whole human rig and realized how much work that is. So I was like, you know what? Let me just start with just the legs just to get going on that. And once I get more comfortable, then I'll move to running, and then I'll move to like idle, and then I'll move to working on stuff with the arms, right? So right now I just wanted to get a good grasp on like how do the legs work in a walking cycle. You see there's a little jerk right there too. I'm still figuring out how to mess with that, how to make that not jerk. Excuse me. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing with animation right now. I didn't do like the model for this. But I did do a few other things. If I could pause this really quick, I could probably show you open scenes. You already know what to do, Chris. Hide the screen because they can't see what I'm really working on, man. They can't see that yet, bro. Let's see. Actually, I can show you the idle animation. Oh yeah, save this for a second. So yeah, this is the human that I was talking about, and I wasn't gonna start animating with this. I was like, whoa, what the hell is happening here? So all I did was an idle animation. So he's able to stand, and he's doing like a little motion. It's like real. He just looks like an idiot, but you know, it's like it works though, right? So it's like, I don't know. This is pretty cool. I was like, all right, well, next time I try this, I'm gonna try walking with the full human. And once I get, that little ball with legs down, I'm going to move to this, and I'm going to really start working with this just to get the animation skill up. So right now I'm really targeting my sculpting skills and my animation skills, because I feel like I can model fairly okay. Obviously, like with Blender and retopologizing my sculptures, that'll sort of integrate itself into my workflow, and then I'll be able to just essentially use my sculptures in these animations. But for right now, mainly just focusing on like keeping them separate, keeping the skills like just, okay, let me focus on this, and then let me focus on my sculpture. Let me not try to like combine the two right yet, So yeah, that's kind of what I've been working on with 3D. I don't know if I want to make this too long, but I don't know what I should title this vid. Chat, title this vid 2D artist attempting to learn 3D art, something like that. But yes, I want to document, my progress in this field, because 3D art has always been something of like a barrier to get into in my experience. I've always was intrigued by it, always wanted to do it. I was initially going to go to school for it until, it turned into a closed major and I couldn't. But I was always intrigued by it. It always was something I was like, yo, I want to do that eventually. It's just one of those things where it's like, it's so hard, man, to get into. So I don't know, man. I think now that I have everything that I need, essentially, there's no excuse. Now that we need animators on the team, especially, and people who can work in 3D, now is the perfect time to really just jump into it and really just dive in head first. So again, I'm gonna definitely still have 2D art content on my channel, like that's my thing, right? But I want to sort of document, a 2D artist journey into 3D art, because I think it's important, to sort of show this as like anyone else who has this, like who's learning with me, like, yo, feel free to like, I don't know, link me your video of you doing the same thing. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm over here rambling, talking, wasting time. I'm going to get back to animating, but I did want to just hop on here and, show you guys some stuff. But yeah, again, I really appreciate everyone who's been watching my videos this far. More content soon. We'll have another log up next week, either Thursday or Friday. We shall see. But until then, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, night, or whatever. And it's been your boy Chris, and I'm out. Peace.